got to be careful out here because I got a lot of ice. It's ice right through there, and I'm not trying to fall into the fire here and set myself on fire, although it probably would go viral on YouTube, so to speak. Let me, before I get into everything here, just got finished doing the live stream. You know, we've got a lot of great fans and a lot of people that are supporting the channel. I tried to say this nicely during the live stream. You know, we have a lot of people that want to come in and just want to have fun. I have no problem with people wanting to have fun to a point. To a point when you actually are coming in and not really bringing anything of value other than you're just trying to destroy the experience for somebody else. You know, it's just not, it's not cute. Most of the people that are in here are people, you know, my age, older people, or people that really want to have real discussions about football. If your whole take is, and you're coming in and just saying, you know, the same thing over and over and going after people, I'm sorry, this just is not the place for it. And I'm going to ask you nicely not to be that guy. You know, you want to come in and joke a few, yeah, but let's have some real discussions. Because I hope that you have more in life to bring to the table than just being an idiot. Yeah, it just gets to be hard. It just, after a while, it's just, come on, man. I don't want to waste your time, so don't waste mine. So, here we are. Tomorrow is the very first day that teams can say to a player, we putting the franchise tag on you. We're putting the transitional tag. We're putting the non-exclusive tag on you. There usually isn't a lot of players that happens to. And of course, the speculation was going to be Dak Prescott was going to be one of those, and he still may. But the Cowboys are trying to get this deal done before the 9th of March, which means they have 2 weeks from tomorrow. 2 weeks to get that done. Now, they can put the franchise tag on them and still work on the deal until the 15th of July. But I've gone on and said, listen, you look at recent teams' histories of teams winning the Super Bowl, with the exception of New England. New England has always been different. But you look at Tampa Bay, bringing Tom Brady in, as well as guys like Ndamukong Suh and things. You can look at the Eagles, where they went out and they made some trades and brought in a whole bunch of different free agents to kind of step up. You look at the Rams that have kind of done that and are still trying to do that. You have to draft well, but you've also got to be willing to take some chances to bring in some really good players. And the Cowboys haven't been willing to take that chance and that risk, partially because of mistakes they've made in the past, where technically until 2014, every year we started off the offseason about $25 million in the red. And it really wasn't until we were able to have Dak Prescott as our starting quarterback, who literally was not making jack. You were having kickers that were making more money than Dak Prescott, that it enabled us to get out from under being in cap hell. And it's because Dak Prescott didn't get paid. As many people say, well, if you pay Dak, we can't fix the defense. Well, because you didn't pay Dak, you were able to pay all these people that you currently have on the roster. So if those people aren't the people that were the right ones to win, you can't blame Dak and expect Dak to do more. That's on the Cowboys, who signed Jalen Smith, D-Law, Zeke Elliott, and things. It's not like they didn't have money to spend on people. It may be that they didn't spend it in the right places. That's where you have to look at it. And you have to look at it and say, oh, okay, if we let Dak go and we take money and we spend it foolishly like we did before, we're even in worse shape. We spent money last year because we thought, hey, let's get Emerson Griffin. Let's get Gerald McCoy. Let's get Dontari Poe. Let's get Darrell Worth. Let's get Clinton Ha-Ha-Dix. That's 5 guys we brought in to help our defense. And what did we get out of that $22 million? 0. So you say, one of the few bright spots that's been consistent for us for 5 years, you say, let that go so we can try and take some more risks that haven't paid off. Is that what I'm supposed to understand? Because the way I look at it right now, everybody is looking for a quarterback. Everybody is. If you don't have one, if you don't have Aaron Rodgers, if you don't have Russell Wilson, you're looking for a quarterback. And you can see the premium that's being paid for everybody but Carson Wentz. You see people giving up draft capital to try and get a quarterback. Now, here's the funny thing. It's my theory. If Dak Prescott had played the whole season, I think we win our division and make the playoffs. I just do. I think the Cowboys go 9-7 or 10-6 last year with Dak Prescott. The easiest part of our schedule was after Dak Prescott got hurt. Seriously. The only team we played after Dak Prescott got hurt, I believe, that made the playoffs was the Washington football team. I may be wrong, but I don't think we played a playoff team from that point on other than the Washington football team. And I think we win several of those games. And if the team had been 9-7 or 10-6, we would be looking at this totally different than we do without Dak Prescott. We wouldn't say that we've got so much work to do. We have picks. We have 10 draft picks. That's a lot of draft capital to be working on this team. But here's the thing. It's not going to be just enough using those draft picks. You've got to be able to take a risk or two on a couple of good free agents. Not just average or past their prime. You need to get a couple of studs. The money we've been wasting in free agents saying, we're going to bargain basement shop and then let them go. It doesn't work. We've been better off if we took that $22 million that we spent right there and got 2 premier free agents or 1 really great free agent and plugged them in. Cowboys have to take some risk. Here's the funny thing. So I want you to think about this. Everybody is all on Dak Prescott's jock about you can't pay Dak Prescott. Right? Dak Prescott gets $40 million. Your team is screwed. You can't win anything with that. Right? Cowboys have, depending on which capologist you look at, $19 to $27 million. It may go more because I still believe that 180 isn't going to be the final number. I believe it's going to be closer to 190. But hypothetically, the Cowboys have somewhere in the 20s in cap space. And we're talking about trying to do Dak Prescott's deal. Explain to me why the Buffalo Bills are talking about signing Josh Allen to a deal that's higher than Deshaun Watson. A deal of $43 million. That's what they're talking about for him. But yet this team only has $1 million, is $1 million in the red. But nobody's blinking an eye. Nobody's saying you can't do that. Nobody's saying that you should take a team-friendly deal. Nobody's saying the things that they are about Dak Prescott's contract with Josh Allen. And I'll preface it and say this. Josh Allen had a phenomenal year last year. He had a pretty good season the year before. The rookie year, you didn't think that Josh Allen was going to be where he is now. So is this a one-year wonder? Is that possible? Are we sure that Josh Allen is going to be the guy that he is, the next Joe Montana? And that we shouldn't question whether or not we should pay him? Because if you're questioning Dak Prescott, who clearly was the best quarterback drafted in the 2016 draft, a guy who was averaging 32 points a game before he got hurt, a guy who was breaking records. If you question him, why don't you question them? Because again, we got $25 million in cap space. They don't. We got about $26 million more. So how can you not say Buffalo's got problems trying to sign that guy? But they don't. They don't talk about the cap ramifications. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Well, y'all, I am going to get ready to carry my behind to bed, get up early in the morning, get the truck loaded so I can get down the road. I got work to do, and I've got to get my in-laws to the doctor so they can get their COVID shots, their second one. So I'll be doing that and getting back. In the meantime, I want to thank everybody who did super chats, all the ones that donated to my GoFundMe, and congratulations to Charles, who ended up winning the rack. We'll be doing, we'll be doing a lot of drawings. We'll be doing quite a lot of drawings, giving away stuff as a thank you for all the support. So as always, y'all, I want to thank you all for watching and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Be safe. Whew. Roscoe. What's up, Roscoe?